So news I've been talking about, big news I've been talking about, I knew Charles Conwell was gonna fight this week on this Conwell and Rocha card. Should be the co-main event in this fight. Haven't looked too much into the fight, but I have looked into it a lot over the last couple of weeks. I knew it was gonna happen. But Charles Conwell was actually in negotiations, if people don't know it, with Boots Ennis, and he was talked about as far as a future fight with Virgil Ortiz. And right now, reports are coming out that possibly if Charles Conwell is to end up in a situation where he's still in line, undefeated, coming off a win, and this Madrimov and Virgil Ortiz fight will get a result very soon in February, Charles Conwell could be the next option for that fight. I was saying recently, Golden Boy was thinking about doing an in-house fight with Charles Conwell and Virgil Ortiz because Golden Boy knows, if Charles Conwell won't make a name at Golden Boy during his time there, while he's there right now, he'll make a name elsewhere. He's been in the works for a while now, trying to get some fights done. I felt like a lot of guys at 54 was moving ahead of him a lot more. If you just look at the names and the people that's at 54 now, that's very active. Virgil Ortiz just got to 54. Charles Conwell's been at 54 for a very, very, very long time. So why is he getting skipped? We don't know. But this is why I'm telling you right now. And I'm putting pressure on this. The whole 2024, I actually been putting pressure on it, but 2025 is going to be a lot more pressure. They need to get in the fight they need to get in the ring with that guy. And it looks like Madrimov versus Ortiz, the winner of that fight, could possibly be in line to fight Charles Conwell next. I know Charles Conwell hasn't fought on the Riyadh card yet, but if that fight was to be put together with Charles Conwell and a Virgil Ortiz or Madrimov, I can basically assure that would definitely be a card for Riyadh. That'll be a very good card. Very good fight too. But Charles Conwell right now, he has a lot of options, but Golden Boy is trying to make sure that he's taken care of while he's there because he's a huge threat. He's one of the best fighters they have right now. Currently not a champion, but that doesn't change the fact that he's still one of the best fighters they have right now. And him and Virgil Ortiz can only be around so long. I don't think, and this is the difference between Golden Boy and other promotional companies. They're going to try to set up a fight with this guy immediately just because they know what time it is. They know that different results can happen and different things can happen with this guy's career. But Charles Conwell is not to be held back. If he's being held back right now, he probably needs to go elsewhere. But I don't think he's being held back right now. I think he's being put in a great position. He was on the Haney and Garcia card. He was recently on another card that I can't think of right now. And he's on this card with Rocha. So Golden Boy is moving him in a very good fashion. But he's still a huge threat. And this lets you know that 154 is not an easy division. It never was. Like I've said over the years, a lot of guys have been skipped over and jumped over when a lot of these undisputed fights was put together and made it seem like, oh, well, we just fought everybody in that division. Not really. Because Baccarat was still around. Charles Conwell was still around. A lot of names were still around. But this is a huge, huge fight that could basically happen between Charles Conwell and a winner of Madrimov and Virgil Ortiz. I'm expecting this to happen. I was actually expecting Virgil Ortiz and Charles Conwell to happen first. But not soon, not fast. But I knew it was going to happen eventually, 2025 at least. So we'll see. Looks like a huge option right now. And that's what I'm expecting.